2008, I attended a big ceremony which is called 100th anniversary of Korean theater. And I was wondering who can count the numbers or age of the theater. And I learned that Korean theater people count the age from like 1908. That year was the first year to make Western style theater work in Korea. So that's the first year for Korean theater history. That's strange, yeah. Then what is our own theater, or like what is our own theater history still existed in our life or in our contemporary society? My name is JAHA KOO. I'm from South Korea and currently living in Europe. I brought my latest work, The History of Korean Western Theater. It's the last piece of my Hamartia trilogy. The word, I borrowed the term from Greek ancient tragedy, and then it means tragic flow or tragic reason of the main protagonist. I'm talking about what happened 100 years ago related to the modernization and westernization. At the time, Korea was occupied by Japanese government, and then the modernization was happened by Korean people by themselves or not. Actually, the Western canon imported to the Korean peninsula, but it was not by themselves. So if you ask what is theater on the street in South Korea, maybe 100% of people will imagine like Western European theater like Shakespeare or like Molière. This is really important, how to organize our own modernization without Western canon. And during the process of the production, when I make the work, I gave a birth with my partner, and then the baby comes up suddenly. So, and gave me also lots of inspirations when I make this work to think about my role for the future. And then the storyline was developed further actually. Yeah, that was quite surprising moment for me when I make the work, because I didn't imagine that kind of thinking at that time. So how to define, how to organize our direction to the future. I think the Hamartia trilogy is a kind of artistic laboratory to think about past, actually for the present tense or future time. Yeah, so the work is talking about past, but it's not really past. It's really our now, here, and to see the future together. Yeah.